Hello, welcome back to another episode
Welcome.
of the Breezy Boys podcast.
Mi casa is su casa.
Yeah,
Yeah,
where we are, you are,
that's what that means.
right?
What do we talk about today?
What are we talking about today? That's a good question. You had brought up something that I had some questions about.
Yeah.
Just on our topic list, and just says Green Gummy Bears.
Green Gummy Bears. Yeah. This is a topic I wanted to talk about for a while. And I'm pretty passionate about it. I think it's a pretty big problem with the world today. Keeps me up at night and honestly just disgusts me. So I didn't expect to start with that, but we're just gonna dive right in. Here we go. Can we get another
Let's go to the close-up rant cam.
Yeah, can we? I want like a caption one of these days. We need like a catchy name for like, not like Curtis's rants, but I don't know. We should come up with something and put it in there. Anyway, all right. So Green Gummy Bears. So, I don't know if you know this or not, but I had a package of gummy bears one day, and I was eating them. And I was looking at the package, and so on the back of the package, they have like all the colors, and they have like a flavor for each color, right? So like the kind of like whitish one is like pineapple, or is the yellow pineapple, or the yellow's lemon or something, like pineapple, lemon. Reds, cherry or whatever. Yep. Orange. What do you think the green flavor is?
Isn't it green apple?
It just says green.
Oh.
It doesn't have a flavor. Green gummy bears are just listed as green flavor. What the fuck is with that? And I looked at it for a minute, and I was like, what's going on here? What? I was like, they just gave up. They're just like going through like the flavors, and they're like, okay, yeah, like, cherry, orange, and like the green ones, where are they going to be flavored? Green. I don't know. And like, it's not like this is like a wild color like purple or some like, to come up with like a purple, like green. There's plenty of green things in nature that it could, like, just watermelon or like broccoli. I don't give a shit. Pear. I don't really care what it is. Just like give it a flavor, not this like green bullshit. And the thing that makes me so mad is they got away with it. No one seems to notice. And I hate it. So I want, I want awareness out there. The Green Gummy Bears. Yeah, they thought they could fucking get away with it. and we let them.
This is very sad to hear.
Yeah.
I sat there believing that I knew.
Yeah, like,
that
you
there
know,
was a
apple or
flavor.
watermelon are kind of the
Yeah.
two that make the most sense. No, it's just green. I was like, what the fuck?
That's just ridiculous.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for bringing this to
You're welcome.
my attention.
Yeah. And yeah. Green gummy bears. God damn it. Anyway. Now I got that off my chest, and we can move on with the podcast.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. I'm glad that this you find this a safe place to air things such as that.
It was cathartic or whatever. That means something good, right? Cathartic?
Cathartic? I think so.
Is that a positive or is that a negative? Is cathartic good or bad? I think it's good.
Yeah.
It was, anyway, you know what I mean.
Producer's on it. He'll get back to us soon.
We're going to fact check that.
Yeah. Yeah. What else do you want to talk about?
Providing psychological relief.
Yeah, there you go.
Strong emotions.
Providing psychological relief through strong emotions?
Yeah.
Okay. So
That's right.
That's cathartic.
Yeah.
Okay.
Catharticism.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah.
Learn something new every day.
Or like Curtis's catharsis or something like that. I like it. Needs an R. Like, fuck up the spell check and like Catholic. Curtis's Catholic moment. We're going to take a Catholic moment real quick. I see something on our topic list here. That I don't know how it got there. I didn't put it there. I don't think you put it there. But all it says is, and I think it pertains to Pokemon again because it's in between like two Pokemon topics.
Mm-hmm.
But should we go into that one?
Sure.
So all it says is the fire starters are based on Chinese zodiac. And what's that about? Can you, producer? Can you explain that
so
to
I
us?
put it there because it actually is confirmed that it's based on the Chinese zodiac. So each different fire starter is based off a different zodiac sign. So the rooster would be Blaziken or Torchic.
Torchic.
And then dragon is Charmander.
Yeah.
And rabbit is Scorchflame, or what's the rabbit?
Scorbunny.
Scorbunny.
Forgot about that guy.
The rat or mouse is Cyndaquil.
Mm-hmm.
What else?
Weak.
Yeah.
He's like an anteater or
Yeah.
something. See,
but-
I was
He's,
immediately
but
going to be
on
looking
his
at him.
Pokemon entry, he's considered the mouse Pokemon.
Isn't Pikachu the like electric
He's the
one?
electric mouse Pokemon.
Cyndaquil's just the mouse Pokemon?
Yeah.
Bullshit. Rattata's like is the rat Pokemon, but
Yeah, but no, Cyndaquil's data entry is the mouse Pokemon.
in what generation?
That's actually great.
I need to see this.
But anyways,
I believe you.
Moving on.
I think they were fucking high when they put that.
Moving
entry
on.
in, yeah.
Fennekin is the dog Pokemon. Is the dog for the Zodiac.
Again, he's a fox.
There's some leeway in it, but
It's
the other
weak.
one is
Written,
for
cat,
pig
Tepig.
is Tepig, and they're going through it.
Yeah.
So the new one, Fuecoco, is an alligator. So that one they're thinking is the salamander, or the snake. Snake for the Zodiac.
I don't agree with this.
Kind of weak.
Yeah.
The first couple, I was like, okay.
And then I was
It's
It's just
like,
got
oh,
like worse and worse.
I'll pull it up on the old Google.
It sounds like they're just like, oh yeah, sure, whatever. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I guess we're on Gen 9 now, right? So, there's what, 12 in the zodiac? Though. Oh yeah, monkey, right? Chimchar, we left that out.
That's an old one because they.
Yeah, they don't have the
rabbit.
bunny. Yeah. I like the idea. It's just weak though. And like, yeah, I don't know. Why just the fire Pokemon? What are the water and the grass Pokemon? Do they have any kind of list or anything? Yeah. Yeah, so I mean, okay, cat, monkey, rooster, okay, dragon, pig.
You might want to switch this so the audience can see.
The rabbit too. Like, I'm down with all those, but definitely not rat. And I don't feel dog either. Like I don't know. I don't feel like fox is close enough to
What would you classify a fox
a
then?
dog.
Well, canine. It's in the canine category.
Yeah, but I don't know. So is like wolf and stuff like that. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I think it. I guess it's kind of loosely based.
Also, like,
again, we're getting into that topic of is this just like a fan theory that they've kind of like elaborated
and then
on?
like, so
or
Chimchar is more ape than monkey too, if we want to like split hairs, right? Chimp, and he's got no tail. I know Infernape has a tail, which no, wait, doesn't Infernape have a tail?
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is, I mean, he's got ape in his name. What's going on? But anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. So I don't know. That kind of ruins it for me. Like, and then yeah, the snake. I definitely not feeling the snake.
I don't think
not at all.
The snake.
We'll have to see how his final evolution is, because he could lose his legs. And
It's possible, yeah.
Be a serpent.
That'd kind of be fucking dumb.
They've done it before.
Snivy,
yeah.
But then, so like, what's left? Like, we know what the next few are gonna be. Then ox. What are we missing? Got the rabbit already.
Horse, sheep.
See, like, we already have a fire horse. It's not a starter, but Ponyta. So they're just gonna kind of like remake another Ponyta for a starter. What sheep? Yeah, okay. Could do a fire sheep. That'd be kind of cool. Ox. What's the cat they have there? Yeah.
This one's not updated.
Again, like tiger, but more specifically, yeah.
Because it's tiger/cat, which is Incineroar.
Yeah. I disagree.
Well, yeah. All right. That's enough of that.
I'm just feeling ticked off.
Yeah.
For this podcast.
Yeah, I'm just
the Green Gummy Bears. No fucking Zodiac thing. See now, what about like what about like the astrology like stuff, they could have like starters based on that, like I guess yeah, like Cancer, crab and stuff like that. I don't know, what are all of them animals though? Do they all have like animal connections, or
no,
is like,
because one of them's Virgo, which is a woman.
Yeah, and like Gemini's twins.
Gemini's twins. And,
I don't know. Plus or minus.
Sagittarius is a man horse.
Centaur. Man
or
horse.
an archer.
I like man horse better.
Yeah.
That's
Yes,
me. I'm a man horse.
All right, what's next?
We could talk about.
Do you want to talk about that thing that says party participation?
Yeah. So I went to a party this
that
past
about?
weekend,
Yeah.
and I wanted to share with you and with
The audience,
the audience,
as well as our producer.
the thing that I've been doing at parties for a while now, and I'll be 100% honest, I didn't come up with it. Someone did it to me. But it's a really fun thing to do at parties,
And
and
you
I
stole
kind of
it.
want to see it expanded on. I want more people to be doing this. Or things similar to this.
Yeah.
And that is coming up with little scavenger hunts that you can do at a party. You put it
I remember
together
that, yeah.
in stealth modes,
Incognito. Without the host knowing.
without the host knowing.
See, it
And you
definitely
get the
easier
party
if
in
it's
on it.
your party versus if it's like someone else's
It's not
party,
as
right?
fun when it's your party
Yeah.
because you know where everything is. So
Yeah.
here, let me get into
It's
what it
like
is.
it's not like you're not getting away with anything, right?
Yeah.
And then like again, like harder obviously and more exciting if it's not your party, but like also if it's just a complete stranger like party versus like a friend's party, right? Because like friend's party, maybe you like know the house a little bit. If you're just like in a house you don't know,
It makes it very
very exciting.
Exciting.
And like someone could hit you in the face for digging through their cupboards and shit like that.
exactly. So what we're talking about here, before we get too much further into it, is I like to go to people's houses for parties and find out where their bread is, make some toast, hide that toast,
Mm-hmm.
and then send people on a scavenger hunt to find
On a quest.
said hid toast.
Yeah.
Now there's many rules that I follow and I abide to that I've chosen on myself to make this more fun and not as like
Rule number 1, actually make toast and not just tell people that you
Yeah.
made toast.
yeah, you legit have to do this.
Yeah.
And I have done this
There's toast somewhere in the house. Go find it. And
at the
there's not
last
actually
3
any
parties
toast.
I've gone to. I have done this.
Yeah.
Super fun thing to do. But what you find out where the toast is, you make the toast, you hide the toast.
Drunk people also just love activities.
Yeah. And if you tell them specifically that you have a quest for them, they love it.
Oh yeah.
They go nuts for it.
Yeah.
So what I do is make that toast. And I get them to take pictures of the toast as proof and to not disturb the toast that's hidden.
Bring the toast to you. Yeah.
And the other thing is the toast will be hidden in places that are of access to the party. They're not stored
Now-
away. They're not hidden in a compartment or behind behind something.
Yeah.
We don't want to like tear apart someone's house.
One's like in a plastic bag, like in the tank of like the toilet, like where they hid the gun in The Godfather.
I mean, you could. Yeah. That would be really good, actually. I kind of like that one.
Yeah.
But
one-
the
no
best
one
thing
thinks to
is
look there.
it gets people talking.
Someone's
in the
like
party.
on the can and like, excuse me,
Yeah.
I just gotta put this toast here. Don't tell anyone. You didn't see nothing.
No,
Yeah.
exactly.
I'm going to have to kill you now.
And it's best done with like 2 to 3 people in on it
Mhm.
as to keep watch for the main person hiding the toast.
Yeah.
Because you need some distraction sometimes.
Yeah.
You don't want to let
Yeah.
too many people in on what's going on before everything's hid
Yeah.
because
Kate, now sorry,
Yeah.
go ahead.
Well, it just because
That's gonna ruin it.
it's gonna ruin it.
So, what's your go-to distraction then? When you like
Ooh.
got a couple of your gang, your crew, and you're like, hey, like, you know, if I need a distraction, what do you want them to do?
Usually it's involving like chugging a drink or something.
Yeah, that's a good distraction.
Or get everybody around to do shots or something. The other thing that you have to do is you have to promise a
Party trick.
reward for
Have someone that knows like card tricks or something. Yeah.
exactly. You gotta know a party trick. You gotta know something like that.
Yeah.
I'm also like, I'm someone who looks average enough that I can get around in a party very easily without anyone noticing me because I look like any old white guy. I just got like long hair.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's my only
Put a hat
descriptor.
on and you're
I'm
a
good.
fucking ghost.
Exactly. So it works really well. But
Yeah.
what I was saying with the reward is you gotta offer a reward to them. So usually what I do is
there's got to be a reason for them to do it, right?
Yeah.
Like I'm not going around a house looking for toast if I don't get anything out of it.
Mhm.
I don't know. Or if I do, like, I'm definitely eating that toast because I'm walking away with something here.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Which I've had people eat the toast on me, and
And then no one else can find it.
yeah, and it kind of ruins it for
New
me.
rule: if you eat the toast, you need to replace the toast.
Yeah,
So go grab another.
go make
Yeah.
another piece of toast.
Yeah. And put it.
Usually I use the host's bread.
Mm-hmm.
Which usually, and most of the time, I will ask the host if I can have some bread or toast, but not like explain to them what's going on. Just say that I want, like, you know,
I'm hungry. Do you think I can make like 3 pieces of toast?
yeah, 3-4 pieces of toast.
Yeah.
And
Hey, you got any
usually it's all
toast?
good. And then you just
have you
end up hiding
run
it.
into a party where they don't have bread and you're just like,
I've
shit,
used buns.
There goes my whole buns.
Yeah, like
Bagels.
yeah. I was gonna use bagels at this last party, but I was able to find some bread,
Sweet.
which was
See,
nice.
yeah, there's so many spins you could put on this, right? Like Pop-Tarts, toaster strudels, waffles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, totally.
Just
Totally.
anything that can go inside a toaster. Do a party where it's just forks. Just hide forks
Yeah.
and butter knives. but they're all like charred looking.
Their toaster's just destroyed. We're not.
You're walking around like shaking, and your hair's like fucking. Dude, what's wrong with that guy? Lights in the house like flickering. at one
Flickering.
point. What's that smell?
Don't. First off, don't put anything besides like bread and that kind of stuff in a toaster. Don't put metal in the toaster.
No,
We don't.
no,
advertise
don't do that.
But
Another
good.
another spin you could put on it is you could also hide a few pieces of bread to like throw people off, and they're like, "Hey, I found one." You're like, "No, that's not toast. That's fucking bread.
yeah,
Try again."
that's fucking raw toast.
That's you want salmonella? You want to get sick? Eating raw toast, motherfucker. That's sushi toast, bitch.
That gives me a really good idea for a sketch that we could shoot.
All right. Next episode on
Yeah. Maybe
Breezy
we'll have
Boys
a
podcast.
cold open with a sketch for next episode.
Yeah.
What you do is you place your bread, and then you get your
Yeah.
jams and jellies, and you roll it in a little cylinder, and then you cut it, and you got some
Live
bread
from the
sushi.
Breezy Boys podcast. It's Monday morning. Woo. And then we do like the Saturday Night Live style, like like the picture in your name and
Mm-hmm.
like do a little flash the camera with some finger guns or whatever.
It's just us in the woods, like doing like poses and shit.
Walking around.
Yeah.
You see someone in a Yeti costume. Like in the background.
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah, just someone doing the Sasquatch.
There's so many possibilities.
Yeah. Speaking of which, remind me, I have something to discuss with you guys after the podcast based on our setting of our podcast come summer.
Okay.
So,
are we taking it outside?
we're taking it outside.
Ooh.
That's all I'll say for now. But we got some upgrades.
Take it outside. Breezy boys go on the road.
Oh, that would be fun.
Yeah.
That'd be good.
Get into some trouble.
Yeah.
Go district to district.
We could do a road trip.
Breezy boys road trip. Ideas.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Do a tour.
Weird.
Start in Edmonton.
World tour.
Get halfway to Calgary, then call it quits.
Give
and
up.
then go
Yeah,
back.
this is too much.
It's too long. Stop in Red Deer.
Yeah.
Fuck this.
Just pick up donuts at Donut Mill.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. As far as we're making it.
Cameras like died and we didn't bring cords to
Yeah.
charge them. Going back, I guess. Shit. Yeah. Yeah, I like that. Yeah. Well, and like other spins you could put on. You could like jam some of them. Put butter on others.
Mm-hmm. The thing is, like, I like to do this sneaky though, and it's hard to get.
This gets
like,
more and more loud. But
the
if you
elaborate.
have people giving like
It
doing
depends on
good,
how big the party is too, because smaller
Yeah.
parties it's harder to do.
yeah.
Like this last party I went to,
I feel like a lot of people know you. They're like, "Oh, hey, Tyler, what's up? You making some toast?
Yeah.
Can I have some?"
Yeah, that's been happening too. It works well if you don't know a lot of people at the
Yeah.
party. And my favorite part of it though is it gets people talking because you can hear conversations going on.
And then it also like kind of gets people like interacting with you too, right? They're like, "Oh, like give me a hit, man. Come on." Like, you know.
Yeah.
And they're like coming up to you, and I don't know, it's just a good way to like interact with people.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, the reward you can offer, like I don't drink, so I offer like joints.
Mm-hmm.
Some people like sometimes we offer drinks. Sometimes,
Yeah.
I don't know, if you have fucking
Favors.
lollipops, give out lollipops. Yeah, I once offered hugs and nobody ever took me up on that offer.
No
They
one
actually
looked
were-
for the toast.
Yeah, they were actually kind of upset when they found all the toast and found out that was the reward.
Like, ew.
So
I
don't
like
do
it.
that.
I like it. That's that kind of just reminds me of like when we were living together and we had that party and we like decided to try and ice each other. And it turned into I just iced you 4 times in a row.
Yeah.
Like hiding the shit around.
You just kept asking me to like, you're like, open
to like
that.
look in places. Yeah, it felt kind of cheap because I don't know.
I was already drunk.
Yeah. The one I thought was really good though because I like planted the first 3 and then like the 4th one I didn't have a plan for yet. But it just like fell into my lap. Someone like knocked like a piece, like the lip of the counter or something like that, like fell off and kind of like exposed this like area under the counter. And they're like, "Oh, dude, like I think we like fucked up the counter a little bit. Sorry about that." And I'm like, no, don't worry about it. Check this out. And I just like hit it in there. And I'm like, "Hey, Tyler, can you come check this out for a second?" And like, "This looks broken. Does this look broken to you?" And it's like in underneath. God damn it.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, it was kind of cheap because I was just like forcing you to look in places. I don't know, but you could have refused. You
Yeah.
could have like,
But Yeah, when you're telling me shit's broken to look at it,
Rules, yeah.
kind of got to look at it.
The first one I thought was good because we had the vent where we hid the bats in. And I like hid it in there, and I was like, "Hey, do you want to show everyone like the bats?"
I forgot about the
vent.
The bat vent.
Yeah, we had like 2 or 3 baseball bats in there. Did we remove those when we moved out?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I'm like thinking about it now. Like, did we just fucking leave those in there?
Someone's gonna find that. The next people that moved in there are obviously gonna find that.
Like, what the fuck?
And they're gonna be like,
I
hope
the landlord would like, I'll go through the place and maybe clean the vents out.
No. The place was cleaner when we left than when we moved in.
Yeah.
We had to do a deep clean when we moved in.
Shit.
It was disgusting in there. I don't know why we ever chose to live in that house.
Go back like years later.
It wasn't cheap. It was the most expensive place I've lived.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the windows wouldn't close, so our heating bill in the winter was like $700-800 sometimes.
My room was very cold.
Yeah.
And like I moved in the spring, and like wasn't that bad. And then it was getting to fall, and it was fucking freezing in my room. And I was like, I think I got to do something about this. But then we like moved out anyway, so it wasn't a problem. But I was like, I won't survive the winter. You'll find me in my bed, like huddled in the fetal position, frozen to death.
Do you want to tell the story of the Cheerio debacle? That was a good one.
Yeah, that was kind of a similar similar situation too. We were like out drinking, and we went back to your place to crash, right?
Mm-hmm.
And first you were just like laying in the beanbag chair, and we were throwing Cheerios at you, I think at first we were like trying to get them in your mouth.
Yeah.
But then it evolved into like we were just throwing them at you. And then I think eventually you fell asleep, and we just like
I woke
buried
up with
you in Cheerios.
Cheerios everywhere.
But then we also like the two of us decided to like hide them in places around, and most specifically like we hit them on a few like these figures and shit like that. But we got a lot of them. We like went into your closet and like hid them in like
in every pocket of every hoodie I owned. There were Cheerios.
Yeah. To the point
for
where like
literally months I was finding Cheerios.
Yeah, which was great because like I forgot about it like the next day too, right? Like I think I was pretty drunk at the time, and I was like, oh yeah, this will be funny, and then like went to bed and forgot about it, right? And then you mentioned it. I'm like, oh yeah, that was fun.
That was good. It was good.
We get random texts. It's like, I just found more Cheerios. So thank you for that.
I need to do that more often. Yeah. You make toast. I'm going to hide Cheerios.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah. So yeah, in conclusion, just like, yeah, hiding stuff at parties is just fun.
Yeah.
Whether it's for scavenger hunts or for your own amusement.
Yeah. I don't know. It's a good time.
Yeah.
It's a good time.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Why haven't we done that more? So much fun.
That's why I go to parties now, is solely to do that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah. What time are we at?
Sweet.
Nice. So the last thing on the topic sheet here
On the topic list
is Elden Ring.
Yeah. Do we want to get into that now, or do we want to save it for... How much time do you think we could fill with that?
Depends on how interested you are in it.
It's true.
Because I could talk about it for
I have a story.
a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like maybe we could fill out the next episode with like a lot of it. Because we're starting to run out of topics.
Oh, yeah.
I think we can fill this episode out a little bit with something else. We can like we can come up with something and yeah.
Yeah. This is our party / rant episode.
Yeah. Yeah, going back to the party participation. I like that. And it's like a what's that word for like alliteration, or like words start with like the same letter?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's an alliteration. Yeah, I never really got to do that with my like university friends. They're fun to hang out with, but like not as creative in that sense. I want to say like I'm fucking sure I went to a party at someone's place there and like tried to do something, like hide something, but no one like thought it was that funny. I had one of them hide something of mine after a party one time. So we were like hanging out, and it was, can't remember if it was like Halloween or like someone's birthday or something like that. I think someone threw like, okay, so we had like 3 of my university friends had birthdays. Like 2 of them were on the same day, and the other one was like 2 days before or after. So like 3 guys like had their birthday like very close to each other, right? So one of the guys' like girlfriends, she like organized with a bunch of us like a surprise kind of party thing. So we like went out to the bar, and she like each like one person, like the girlfriend told like her boyfriend to like meet her there, and then like someone else told one of the other guys, someone else told one of the other guys, and then we were all there and like surprised them, right? And so it might have been that party, and no one ever threw me a fucking surprise party like that there, and I was like, this is cool, but come on, we got like me and like one of the other guys was like, no one ever tried to. Well, I guess my birthday was in the summer, so yeah, that makes sense. Anyway, so I think it was like that, and then we're at the bar. We like went and bought more booze, and I did Charlie 40 hands with the growers challenge, I guess. Is 40 like 2 liters, or is it not quite 2 liters? Is like a 2 liter bigger? I've looked into this like a couple of times, because it was like Charlie 40 hands where you get the 2 40s and you tape them to your hands, but then there's like the growers challenge where you get the 2 liter of growers. And so I did like 1 or 2 like 2 liters of growers, and that's like, you do that and you're good. Oh, totally. Like that's all you need to drink that night, right? So very drunk by the end of the night, and we were like drinking at one of our friends' places, and then we like went back, and we like got a Uber back, or no, one of our friends like drove. Oh, okay, yeah, so almost 1.5 liters. That's what I thought. So like drove me back home. And I'm just like drunk, and I'm like in the back seat, and I'm rowdy and like rolling the window down and like sticking my head out, and they're like trying to control me and not letting me have any fun. Also, like maybe they didn't know me for long enough, but just not good at like understanding when I was joking around. Always just took me like way too seriously, right? I was like, I'm gonna jump out of the car, and they're like, oh my god, no, don't do that. I'm like, relax, I'm fucking joking around. Anyway, so dropped me off at home, and then like my one buddy like takes me inside to like make sure I like get in the door and get in all right. And so I'm like, whatever, fucking around, and like my skateboard's like sitting there against the wall, and I'm like, I'm gonna go skateboard, and just to like fuck with him and like make him laugh and like make him panic a little bit. And he's like, "No, you're not going out skateboarding." And I think I would have been fine, honestly.
Yeah.
I think I could have pulled it off, but he's like, "No, you're not gonna." Anyway, so to like stop me from going outside and skateboarding in my drunken state and like breaking my fucking neck, he hid my skateboard on me. To just like make sure I didn't like grab it and go skateboarding after he left, which I wasn't gonna do. Like I was tired, I was going to bed. I did not realize he hid it until like a week or two later when
you go to use it.
yeah, when I go to use it, and I'm like, it's like a Friday, I get back from class, the weather's really nice, I'm like, I'm gonna go rip around campus on my skateboard. I get to my room, and in the usual spot where, you know, I always put it, it wasn't there. And I was like, first of all, how the fuck did I not realize that that hasn't been there? I was like, how long has that not been there, right? Like, I just took for granted that it was in its spot. It wasn't in its spot. So I started like looking around my place, like where could this fucking thing be, right? And my first thought immediately was like, I started like checking from like my other stuff to see if anything else is missing. Nothing was. I'm like, some sick fuck broke into my room and only took my skateboard. Who does that? What the hell? At least take some cutlery or some shit too. Like it was like, yeah. So it was like driving me crazy. Then I eventually like checked my closet and it was in there. And I was like, that's really fucking weird. Like, why would I put it there? I don't remember doing that. So I like texted a bunch of my friends. I was like, hey, like, really weird question, but like, did you put my skateboard in the closet the last time you were here? And he's like, yeah, I did. I was like, fucking why? He's like, oh, you're drunk and you said you're going to take the skateboard out. I'm like, okay, shit. So, yeah, I had him like hide the skateboard on me. Honestly, like, week or 2 weeks did not fucking notice that it was like not in its spot, and then like panicked for a half hour because I couldn't fucking find it.
It's not good. Not good.
And then I was kind of pissed because I was like, obviously I was joking. I wasn't gonna.
Yeah.
Well, I might have.
I
I was probably joking. Yeah. I was like, you whatever. Don't need to take me seriously.
No.
How's that for time?
We are at 44 minutes. I going off of that one. The one that I find going to university is no one gets my movie quotes. Like, I'm quoting very good movies, popular movies, and no one gets them.
No one. I kind of like learned that the hard way. I fought so hard one time. And everyone just thinks you're like super weird and crazy. They're like, why would you say that? That's a really random thing to say. You're like, haven't you ever seen Step Brothers? In one of my classes, on like one of the slides, they like mentioned Johns Hopkins like medical school, right? And just like immediately what popped in I wanted so badly to just be like, I smoke pot with Johnny Hopkins, just like yell it out, right? But I was like, no one's gonna get it.
Yeah.
No one's gonna think it's funny. I'm gonna get like kicked out of the room for doing that. So I came so close to just like at least like saying it like to the people around my table, but I fought it down. Yeah, I was like, and then just like had to like blow it off once I got out of class. I was just like, I smoked pot with Johnny Hopkins. I was killing me.
Holding it in all day.
I had to say it, yeah. Excuse me, what? What was that?
Like
Yeah, no, totally. No one at school do a few people I work with, like some do, some don't. But no, like a lot of people. University was fun, but like a lot of people were just like way too serious a lot of the time. Had to chill out a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. Well, I think that's about it from us today. Hey. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I forgot to do this last episode, but if you liked our podcast and you want to see more, make sure to hit follow or subscribe, depending on what platform you're on. Also toss us a like if you're on YouTube.
That's right.
Yeah. Catch us next week. Monday. Yeah. Yeah.
You might die.
I might die. Who knows?
Peace.
We'll see. We'll see you guys next week. Peace.